Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop, and for those that are joining the recording, where I got talking about old shows, because when I'm saying hi to everyone, I'm thinking of Romper Room, and so we've gone down this rabbit rabbit hole on this one, and just means you have to join us because we have fun before we tangle. All right, so, and again, it's just me today. Mom will join us tonight, and I've been wanting to do this tangle for some time, and because I just have a bunch of stuff happening, I'm going, oh god, I gotta pick something quick and relatively easy. And I remember seeing this and I'm like, oh, let's try this. Stella from CZT Jana Rogers. And I've seen different people do it, and I'm like, I can't believe that we haven't done this one yet. It is so neat, and easy to do, lots of decorating possibilities. Let me, oh, and actually, and while I share my screen and stuff, if you hadn't done so already, because I see the numbers popped up, if you want to say hi, if you haven't done so already, where you're from in the chat, and if you happen to be new to Zentangle or just new to us, or both, we like to know. And feel free. So we use the chat obviously for chatting, having fun, and thank you, Luna. Since Allie's not going to be on today at all, so I needed somebody to do the hi and where I'm from. And yeah, see, especially the new to Zentangle. That way, I just make sure to explain things well. Although I try to do that. All right, share my screen. Okay. Oh, well, hi, Jackson from Indiana. And of course, because you're from Indiana, where at in Indiana? Because that's where our family is from. I know. Well, and so somebody was supposed to be, in charge of me. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, let's see. Lynn, from Vermont. Nice. Fairly new to Zentangle, have done essentials class and lots of playing on my own. Fantastic. Oh, okay. Jackson, our family's from LaPorte. South Bend area, so northern Indiana. And yeah, so we always have to find out. And it seems like we've had some that were at least, familiar. And so it's always fun. All right, so let's look. This is my version of the step out. Let me make it bigger. All right, and so the name of the game here is, number one, we have fun. Two is, we have the tangle. How you end up doing it, what you can work on, whatever you want, with whatever you want. Decorate it however you wish. The only thing that ties us together really is the tangle. And then at the end, about 5 minutes until the hour, we will share screens, and we'll do a big mosaic, and I'll take a screenshot, and then I'll share my screen again, and we'll show everybody, because it's really hard to see what what everybody's looks at while you're holding yours up to take a picture. So, all right. So Stella starts off, and I always talk through the tangle, and then we'll do it. Although some people are probably more than halfway done, at least since I posted the links. So this starts off, I always start, of course, with a dot in the middle, and then doing a north, south, east, west with the dots. And then in step two, filling in those dots. And the way I like to do this, so it kind of makes it round, is, I eyeballing these two dots and picturing a line, and I put the dot like just above it. So that way it creates, more of a round thing. Although I tell you what, I was thinking, oh, this could be fun, crazy style. And I don't know, maybe I'll do that tonight. We'll see. All right, so once you have all of these dots, then from that center dot, and I found it easier to go from the center dot out to the orbiting dots. And we're going to use the takeoff and land concept, and that is easier to explain while I'm doing it. Although this, we don't really have a runway. We're starting at the dot and then landing on, the dot above. And really it's kind of tracing over. So that way it gives it a nicer look. And so we're as you see here, you have the center dot, pick 2 dots to connect like this. So it kind of creates a V. And then in step 4, going around, same thing, connecting pairs of dots. And it's really similar strokes, because this is kind of more of a somewhat C-ish shape. But then we're doing the same thing, but going the opposite direction. This one, I did put on one of them. I thought, well, maybe it's easier to put a dot, where a very fine dot where I want to aim for, but that didn't work out for me. But it might. I'll try it again, and maybe that'll work. But doing the same, so we're creating an upside down V, and notice that it's the ones that we've paired up. It's on the inside of the pair. So if you're looking at, I don't know how you want to. This looks like stethoscopes. So if you pair up, so it looks like a stethoscope. Those are the ones we're going to connect. So that way these just kind of look like petals on their own. And then pairing, where there's a gap. And this one is more of a, well, it's still a C shape, kind of going the other way, but it makes for, a little bit fatter. It's just really neat, because what you end up with is it's the same shape, just pointed in the 2 different directions. It's really, really cool. That's all there is to it. And then the decorating, and that's it. So so that's my version. Here is, and she didn't really put too many decorating ideas on. Because I found it on Pinterest, but it was somebody else had done the step out. So I thought, well, we'll just stick with this. Oh, and actually she did it differently, but I like the way we did it. Yeah, so pairing these together versus going, alternating directions. I like this. Do one direction, then do the other direction at a time. So that's it. And here she has just, some samples and how she used it. The aura-ing is neat. A neat idea for decorating. And then, on the inside, just putting a little line. And that's pretty much it. So let me stop that. And we'll get going. I decided I was going to work on a big Zendala, and I should have 2. Oh, that's a 1. Again, I have too many things piled up here. That's all right. Okay. So guessing where the center is. And I'm just going to draw a large one on here. We'll see how well that does. And actually, you know what? That could be a little bit bigger. All right. Hey, now. All right. Then, as I mentioned, oh, and this, so when you do these dots, the north, south, east, west, don't go. I started off making them a bit too big, because we do have to have room for that. What step was that? Say step, 5-ish, when we're, having them come out. So we have to accommodate for that. So let me, I'll put right here. So there's a north and a south and east, and move the tile so that way your hand's not over it. That helps nobody. All right, so we got the north, south, east, west. And then, like I said, I just imagine a line here, and then I just put the other dot just a little out from it, so that way you can see it kind of creates a curve. Like I said, don't worry so much, because it's all going to work out great anyway. I say that with confidence, because there's no such thing as mistakes in Zentangle. So, yeah, and well, Luna, you could do northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. Yes, exactly. Or sometimes I do north, south, and then I turn the tile and I go, oh, north, south. However you want it to work. Okay. So the takeoff and land concept is normally we would say trace around the outside of this orb, and then and that's the takeoff point. And then when we land, we do the same thing where we land and we're tracing a little bit over, where we're landing. This one we're starting on the dot. So I don't usually if we land on something without tracing, I'll call it a crash landing. But I don't know what we call it this way, because I liked working it this way. So here, starting at the dot, coming up, and then around. And it gives it a slight curve naturally. All right, and then so pick a dot. Let me point this out, because we're coming in and I'm curving around, like going to the right. Then the one I'm going to attach it to, like this. So we have, I'm attaching it and then curving it to the left. So that way you see both of these are curving on the inside. If I'm pairing these two, they're coming from the inside. I hope that makes some kind of sense, because if you have it go the other way, then things might not look exactly right. And then you just have to make it up from there. All right. So then turning, and it's just doing the same thing. See, and my trick is I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to the inside of, but that's in my head, not anywhere else. But there's some just interesting magic. And maybe it's just because like the top, it just curves even just the top a little bit. Cause like this was pretty straight, except there. And that's one of the advantages of doing the takeoff and land, is you get that versus, what we have here, in the center dot. It's like, oh, I'm just starting here and going there. We don't get that little extra bit. And of course, if you need to add a little extra flair or something, you do you. It's all good. And again, if especially for those that are newer to Zentangle, if I need to go back or I need to start over, let me know in the chat, and I'm happy to do that. Okay. Now, looking at the pairs, now say mine are kind of evenish. So for the next step, find a pair where the dots are on the outside, or I mean the lines are coming to the outside of the orb, excuse me. Because this one, and actually I'm gonna do a dot. Let's see if I can make it work. Oh, you know what? If I do the dot, then I can start on it. Ooh, that's a good idea. So same idea, where we're coming in and we're tracing over a little bit of the edge of that dot. Dot or orb, depends on how big you did it. Like that. And this tangle, kind of like trying to think, this is sort of like Cadent and Huggins, these other tangles, where we're not crossing any lines. So if you're doing something, so for instance, if I was over here and I'm gonna I'm bringing the line in from the outside, I would be crossing this line. It's like, oh no, that's not what we're doing. We don't cross this one. We don't cross any lines. There's a few where we do cross lines. Like that. All right, I take it back. Help doing the little dot, I'm finding, is helping me. Because then you can kind of eyeball it to here and place it. And I'm just, pushing the pen in, not necessarily, not, making a bigger orb like these ones are. And I'm using dot and orb interchangeably. A dot should be a dot and an orb should be a little bit big, well, bigger. All right. So if you have this, then, so you see, we have these gaps here, and same thing. So we're not going to, go in, to the inside, because we would be crossing a couple lines. So this one, and actually, you could do the same thing if you wanted to. If you wanted to put a dot. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's still a dot. But because we're coming from the outside, we can make this one a bit fatter. Like that. Well, that's a bit too much, but that's okay. I'm going to do them all this way now. Oh, there. However it ends up happening, then you try to do it again. Well, let's see if I can. All right. Oop, I missed the dot, but that doesn't matter. I was more concerned about making it fat on the outside. This is why there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle, because whatever you do, just keep doing it, and it doesn't matter. Boop, like that. Oh, yeah, and Luna, yes, somebody does need to take Allie's role, and that was good that you did. Jill says it's a little more challenging when you have a cat that jumped on your shoulder to sit. I bet there's probably this place where where it jotted. Oh, all right. Let me get my big pile of pens. Here we go. Oops. All right. Hi, Sandy. Say you're just joining us. I can put in the links if you need. I'll do that again just in case. That's my version. And that's Anna's. Okay. So now it's just a matter of decorating. And I really like what I did in my step out. But of course, whatever you want to do. Oh, Sandy, yes. I had several of those days. I hear you. Well, you're here now, and it's all good. It's all good. Okay. And what I did, let's see, on my version, I was so tickled with it. So I think I'm gonna duplicate it. And what I did was I decided I'm gonna aura. And actually I was so tickled because I thought it up all by myself. Well, no, it was inspired by something I had seen, but still, I'll take credit for it. So what I did was sort of aura-ing the dot. And so just, picking a distance, and then, similar, I'm aura-ing, like the point. And I'm going to do all the same direction at one time. And like I said, you can do whatever you're inspired to do. And if you did them big like this, then you have a lot more room to do stuff. And you can fill them in with, lines, orbs, some other kind of, oh, well, that is so odd, Sandy. And I was very good today about making sure that all of the links were in all of the places. So I'm glad that you made it in. Say, you could let me know later if you were getting errors or what, or where you tried to get it. If you even want to pop me an email, because I kind of like to track that, because I know we've had some that, when coming in through Eventbrite, like they get like a weird error, and it's like, and I know the code is right, and but yeah, sometimes there's just weird things. And then too, for everyone on, you know, if something ends up happening, sometimes trying it again works. And then if for some reason, because it has happened, um, if the code is wrong, I do put them on my website. If you go to tangleaddicts.com and then click on classes, and you just have to scroll down a bit because I decided to, you know, kind of advertise what the next classes are. But if you scroll down, or there's a link to, the current code should be there. It's unfortunate I have to change them every time. Sometime, I don't know, we'll see. I might, you know, move to a different platform that where I can just have some things that are regular. But thank you, Jen. 5 virtual Tangle bucks to Jen. Oh no, Sandy. Blah. You know, and it just takes something like that, right? To just, you know, set your day off not in the right direction, but you're here, we'll try to make it good. Oh, and then we're also talking about cats that steal pens. Oh, all right. So then I'm going to do the same thing on these, but I'm going to have it point in. Like I said, this is just my idea for decorating. Because having them be so large, it's nice to you know, it's almost like you know, in the Zentangle method, right? We create a string which divides up the space, and then we can put tangles in them. So you could too. You could aura, you know, just the whole inside. Ah, that's right, Sandy. Yeah, you know you're a Tangle addict when even sickness doesn't stop you joining a class. You just know somehow it's going to make it better. Oh, that's good. I just think that that creates a neat, interesting pattern. And then what did I was like, and then what did I do? What I did next was, I guess I'm going to keep it with the brown because I like it. And I just drew lines, kind of went from the center out to the sides. Ooh, although I have another thought. Maybe I'll just do half. Nah, I like doing it all. I could. Uh-oh. Don't tell Joe. You could see hearts in the pattern. I wasn't intending, but yeah. Oh, let me turn it so that way it's better. This one made me think of well, who. Joe says I refuse to see hearts. That's good. That's good. Oh, Rhoda says I already put my heart into it. Yes. That could be a whole theme. Unintended hearts. Oh, Luna, yeah, she had I forget what the newfangled term for physical is, but yeah, she just had a doctor's appointment. And apparently couldn't get in, you know, any other time except for Tangle time. Oh, all of a sudden I'm seeing bird faces. If you make those orbs or the dots into orbs, make them bigger. And if you do this part, because it's like I kind of created a beak. Now I'm not going to be able to unsee it. Michelle says, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of hearts either. I can't see hearts as non-representational. True. True. Oh, thank you, Jill. Yeah, wellness check. That's what she said. Oh, Luna says she sees horseshoe crabs. Yeah, I could do that. And one more. Oh, really, Luna? Oh, and Melly says little chickadees. Oh, yeah. So they make you come in for a wellness check and you're not allowed to ask any questions? Yeah. All right. Why is that? Because they wouldn't have the answers? Ah, that's not good. I would be asking why, but then I sometimes with some things I just get kind of well, it would depend on my mood. I'm not normally a belligerent person, but and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I have to decide what else do I want to do. Well, because I'm using a toned tile, I can't waste, or I shouldn't waste, the opportunity to add some white. I'm just happy. Oh, that's what I started to say. Yeah, because this one made me think of Who, the Tangle. And I said, well, at least they don't look like angry squids like on Who. Oh. Oh, I see, Luna. Oh, so if you ask questions, oh, then it's no, okay. Then it's no longer a wellness check. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you. All right. Ooh, I just okay. Maybe tonight I'll do because all of a sudden I'll do this because all of a sudden it occurred to me. Oh, I could have these ones just all coming out of the point instead of just doing straight lines. That could be interesting. Wait, what did? Oh, you know what? I think that's what I did on my thing. All right, well, good. I did it differently. Oh, I did. Ha ha ha. Oh, that would be a good idea because I already thought of it. Oh my gosh, I'm so funny. Oh well, Luna, I'm with you. With you, and hope it is not too serious. All right. Well, that still looks good, even though it's different than what I was thinking. No such thing as a mistake. Oh, all right. Now, ooh, let's do. Hmm. I'm debating between orbs or perfing. I could do perfing around the outside. So, and perfing for those new to Zentangle is just dots. You know, if you think of gosh, it's hard to say sometimes. Perforated paper, which is just, little dots, right? So that way you can tear it. Oh, maybe just on that because I have room. I have more room. Let's see. Joe, you should feed your kitties before you tangle, because otherwise they start eating your pens and they're giving you the stink eye and everything. And then they go sit on your stuff because you didn't give them the attention that they needed. Oh, I see. Woke up early after his breakfast nap. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, I see. Attention starved cat. I'll learn to read at some point, you know. Oh, maybe. There we go. I like it when ideas just come. And I should tell my brain to shut up so that way it will just stop complicating things and just let things flow. Yes, Leisha, yeah, perfect. Yeah, Perfing. Yeah. And oh yeah, get some shading done too before it gets too late. But of course, that's a so many ways it could be done. Oh, I like it. Oh well, Melanie, well. I'd like to say, we'll break you of that habit. No, we won't. It's you do what's comfortable for you. I know there are others, including mom, that will do that sometimes. But I do challenge, say sometime, just give it a try. Just do something with the pen, because it's a definite different feeling of when you just do that. And the idea behind Zentangle, for those that don't know, um, we try we I don't want to say we're anti perfectionists. I don't know, but the concept is just no planning, no thinking, no mistakes. So whatever happens, there are ways usually to fix it. If it's something that you didn't like, and I call them course corrections. But yes, yeah, I say I try not to chastise, but it's a part of it. Like that's why, like if you in the Zentangle kit, no rulers, no erasers. And I have to look up again the analogy behind the rulers, but for the erasers, there's no erasers in life. So therefore, and as art imitates life, they don't put an eraser in the Zentangle kit. Um, and rulers, I know it has something to do with there's an implied perfection type of thing if we're worried about it. That's why we joke. And that's to say, when it's Zentangle inspired art, that's different. Although I still like to just stick with this. I'm just going to guess where the middle is. And that's why we tease mom about using the cheaty things, to find the stuff. But yeah, there are guidelines or rules that are meant to be broken, and and it could be baby steps too. But I would challenge, yeah, those that do like to pencil in, just try it once. As mom says, only a piece of paper, but know that you can do the course corrections, filling in, adding decorations, shading can take care of some things, and you know just give it a try. All right, there's got to be something else that I want to do here, and there is. It's called shading, and but I want to put something else. That's okay. I can go over the shading. Although well, let's see. So my thought on the shading, because I like to think of where things kind of tuck under other things, is where I like to put shading. And as I'm looking, the way the curves are implies that like this piece is tucked under this. So I'm going to put some graphite on that side of things. And then just bring it out a little bit. And I will add some white too. Yeah, that's right, Luna. Um, yeah, there's no rulers, just the sides of books, other tiles, anything else. Yeah, exactly. But, and a lot of it is, I mean, and it's not, I don't know that, well, I don't know if it's so much about perfectionism or just, hey, let's just come, you grab your tile, you just don't think, and just go and see what happens. And that could just be a challenge in and of itself. Just like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Life has given me lemons, so I'm going to make lemonade. That's one of the things that, like in my own Zentangle therapy, that I have found. Look at that. That just so cool. I need to go a little darker, I think. I get so fascinated with the shading. Is that taking chances thing? And it's just and I just had a moment the other day where I needed to, make a decision on something, and I just and I just decided, going, you know what? In my head is like, just like Zentangle, just do it. It'll be okay. It'll just go for it, instead of sitting and, oh well, hemming and hawing. And there just is some magic in it. And then knowing too, it's like, oh, what I do, yeah, jump off the high board, yeah. Oh, and then from Zentangle too, it's like, okay, I took a risk. Thank you, 6-minute warning, till we show our work. Taking a chance, but then knowing, it is all going to be okay, even if something goes south, and we learn how to kind of creatively problem solve. And I have found personally that it has lended to this, like, an extra, confidence that I didn't know I didn't have. And it's just, I don't know, it's such a neat experience, this whole Zentangle thing. Oh, I like that a whole lot. And then I think too, I'm gonna add some, because this just needs to be curved, this up here at the top. And then we'll add some white. Oh, yes. Ooh, actually, if I do that dark enough, it almost looks like it's recessing into the paper, like as if I cut it out. Oh, and thank you. Luna has put in the chat my link, and that has all of the links to email, to the Facebook group if you're not on it and you are on Facebook and you want to join us there, where you can post your stuff, and we just kind of extend the fun. And like I said, website, social media. I have a couple two shopping links or affiliate type things. And oh, like. Oh, something needs to be done more with that inside. I don't know, but first things first. Oh, except it's hiding on me. Where did you go? Oh, let's see. Not even in my bucket. Ah. Keep stopping and starting my organizing efforts. Oh, okay, this will work. Yeah. On mine here. Yeah, it does look more gray. Yeah, it could probably go a bit darker. I'm gonna do. Yeah, because sometimes you get such a neat, extra dramatic effect when we make it just a little bit darker. And I can probably take that out a little bit. Oh, shiny, shiny. Wait. Oh, are you talking about yours, Sandy? Oh, I think I need to have it more in here. Definitely. All right, anybody else do this? It's like I didn't really need to move the tile in the way I did so I could do the other side, but yet I did anyway. I don't know, it's just so weird. Well, we can't wait to see it, Sandy. Oh. And I'm going to do it again, I think. 3, 4. No, I'm not. Oh, wait. Oh, I know what I needed to do. There I go. And it's all because I like to put have the tip of the Tortillion or the pencil on the line I don't want to go over. So I was like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Oh, right. Yes, Lisa's right. Showtime. Oh, Jill, you have that too? Yeah. One thing about moving the rotated a lot. Yeah. I feel like I'm the cat or the dog is like, let's walk around in circles. Oh my gosh, Joe. Oh, that's so cool. I like the holes in there. Oh my gosh. Let me. Oops, and I think where was I getting it? Oh, I'll mute you again, Diana. You might have hit that by mistake. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Oh, Michelle says in the Zentangle primer, Rick and Marie. While everybody's getting their cameras open, you can tell a seasoned tangler by the way they're always turning their tile. Yeah. Oh, when we went to the certification seminar, oh, I think it was the restaurant that was attached to the hotel that, they served on square plates. And I caught myself eating like salad plate was square, and I was turning my plate as I was eating it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Oh, these are gorgeous. Okay, it looks like we've got two pages. Oh my goodness. All right. Keep them. Oh my word. Okay. Oops, say when things stop shifting, I'll let you know before I take it. So if your hand starts falling asleep or something, I will give you a moment. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are incredible. All right. And as soon as it stops for a minute, okay, could that be it? I think so, except Diana, I'm just maybe you're having a bandwidth issue. Wait 1 second, let me just double check. Okay, there's that. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's Diana. Okay. Yeah, hold them steady, and as soon as I get there, and Beatrice, if you can hold it towards the camera more. Oh, yes. Great. Okay, hold them. Oh, Diana, I might have to get yours afterwards. Let me take these. Oh, what? Okay, 1 second. Two. All right, I got them all. Yay! All right, so did I take mine down? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't need to yet. Okay, so I'm going to turn off mine. Oh wait, did we get? I think we did. I think Sandy's on page 2. All right, let me turn off mine and share. Oh my gosh, look at these. Oh, so gorgeous. And oh, I got yours, Diana. I got it. Oh, why is my thing still? There we go. Let me stop mine. And I want to save this before I go too far. And let me find the right place to save it. Okay. Save that one. And then I'll pop back to this in a second. Let me just get this new. Okay. And we'll gush over page 2 while I'm saving it. And then we'll go back to page 1. There we go. And how cool are these? Oh, and Rosemary did the embossing. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, and Sandy. And with that, the decoration that makes me think of the well who, but gorgeous work. And I like that you didn't do any fill, just have the fescues, the fancy fescues in the center. What a neat idea. It is, as Michelle says, it's magical. Oh, okay, Christy. I love. Well, you walked with us, or we walked with you. That's great. And what neat decorating ideas for later. Love them. And Sharon's neat, and Sharona's, and doing that framing. I always forget to do something, when finished. Now, although I can figure out the way to do it on a Zendala, but that's always neat. And Shulamite, like crests and flags. So neat. Oh my gosh. And tedras. Now I had to look. It's like, is that the same tangle? Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, totally stunning. Amazing. Wow. All right. Yeah, tired of winter. Yes, exactly. Yeah, tired of winter. Need the spring. All right, let me flip to the first. Oh, they're just so gorgeous. More gorgeousness here. Oh, Antonia. What I like to examine is, like, seeing like on Rosemary's things, and even on Antonia's here, I like where you put the highlights and where you put the shading. So cool. And Barbara, oh, yours looks so 3D. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. And the orbs, that's neat. Neat. And Beatrice, wow. So cool. And I love Deb's colors. And the tangling too. Oh, and let me see. So Melanie was asking, don't know how to take a picture. This Melanie, let's see. Oh yeah, because we didn't have yours. You have to the way we do it, you have to open up your webcam or share your webcam if you move. And I didn't look to see if you were on a small device, because that involves swiping, and you're on the smaller device. If you swipe it, you just want to open up your webcam, and then depending on what you're using, on an iPad, and then position your tile above the camera. I think there might be a way to flip the camera so it's seeing from the other side, so that way you can see what you're doing. But that's how we do it. Jill says, haven't tried color yet. You all have inspired me. Oh, and Diana, that's so cool. I like they put is that, I guess it's more the Tangle hybrid, right? Than be tweed. Really neat though. And Diana, nice. And so you said some of them were a little blurry because the screenshot is just the way it is. But and if you scroll back up to the link tree, if you want to email me what you did, because I'll put it in the gallery when I send out the recap. Or if you're on our Facebook group, and just post it there, and I swipe things from there too. Oh, and Diane, Rochelle, look at those. The everything, the orbs struck my attention most. Wow. Oh, and Elaine's is on a prep tile. Nice. So many neat ideas just with doing the the oraing the way I did. Oh, and thank you for putting that in there again, Luna. um and Liz, I love that. I just, sometimes just adding that stripe of color. Gorgeous. Oh, and Felicity's, they're just so neat. Oh, and doing a double aura. Oh, and love yours, Jen. You did the half, the lines that I have. Rosemary did too, and I'm like, okay, it wasn't going in my mind, but it looks really, really cool. And then when you carried it on into the center. Oh, and look at Jackie's. And I hope I pronounced that right. I'm pretty sure I had asked before, Jackie, that I'm pronouncing that right. But look at that little ruffled edge in there. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, it's actually like kind of drum. I see it now. Oh, neat. And Jackson, wow. That is awesome. I like the stripes too. I think it's so neat to have something that brings, some contrast. And Inez, They're like little, it's like windows in a garden or something. How neat. Ah, and you added the conky from our razzmatanga yesterday. How neat. And then of course Joe's thickening that one side is just so magical. Oh, oh, neat. And Karen, nice. And Kathy, oh my gosh. I need to see that one close up so I can zoom in. Ah, just wow. Oh, yes, right. Shulman says Jen's like a kaleidoscope of egg yolks pouring into the center. Yeah. Oh, and Lynn, so pretty. And Michelle's too. Oh, and look at oh, I like that. Yeah, aura it around the whole thing, and then put graphite, on the outside of that. Oh, how neat! These are all lovely. All right, so with that, I'm going to say goodbye to the recording.